permission to record this conversation?
You can do whatever you'd like, Detective.
Alright. Go ahead and ask everyone to speak a bit louder in here.
Can you be okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. For the recording, my name is Detective Calliope Maxwell. With me, I have Detective Lane Maximus, and we're here interviewing Sekhmet, aka Aliyah Baset. Aliyah. Sekhmet.
Yes.
We obviously know that you go after those deemed corrupt by yourself. Would you like to explain what happened today?
Judgment was met, Calliope.
And you're aware that we are going to have to send you to jail, correct?
Is that what you want, Calliope?
It is part of our job. But before we get to that, I want to touch back on what you said about your childhood.
What would you like to know?
I'd like to know where this woman that came and bought you off of your family knew to come to you.
I would not be disclosing that.
No? Were you faced with any difficulties as a child?
How would you define difficulties, Calliope?
Hmm. Perhaps I guess that could fall under several different things. We'll say under a neurodivergent umbrella.
If you're asking if I have autistic impulses, ADHD, other neurodivergent issues, the answer is no.
All right. Were you ever brought to doctors or therapists when you were small, or was not?
I never saw a doctor outside of physical health when I was younger.
Did you ever seek out your parents after you grew up?
Yes, I did see them one other time.
What was your father's name?
Are you not looking at it, Detective?
Oh, I don't know. I guess that depends on what you tell me.
Hmm. Lucas.
Did you have any siblings?
I had a brother.
What was his name?
Is that really important, Calliope?
Maybe. Maybe not.
His name was Isaac.
Was he older or younger?
He was older. Couple of years.
Old enough to be deemed corrupt in your eyes?
What is it you think I did, Calliope? Would you like me to tell you the story?
I no, I think you already did. Detective Calliope Maxwell.
Hey, Callie, it's Abby.
Hello.
I know you handled the thing with Chester earlier today. There's a note at Remedy, according to my employees, if you'd like to go and take a look at it or have someone go.
Oh goodness. Yes. I unfortunately quite busy right now, so I can't quite get away. If you could have someone go, is Chester still around?
Chester's currently, I believe, in the ICU, if I'm correct. He just had a really bad PTSD episode and he's now in the ICU. So I'm about to get the whole feel of what's going on and figure out
Okay.
what's happening.
All right. Yeah, if someone could check on that in his shop, and then I'll try to check on him when I am out of here.
Okay. So just have someone 911 that there's something related.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Let me see if there's another detective on duty to handle it.
Yeah, I was like, I immediately went to your name because I know you were involved in it, and he said Merlin too, but Merlin's normally asleep by now, so.
Yeah. Call Jay Lamb. Actually,
I
yeah.
don't have Jay's number.
It's okay. I'll call him and I'll send him over, okay?
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Excuse me. One of my other cases.
Nicole and Robertson are also awake.
Yeah, but Jay was on the scene earlier for this. Jay was part of the
Hello?
initial scene. Hello, Jay.
Hi.
Are you busy?
No, I'm just staring at a guy that's got my fucking hairstyle and it's annoying. He's trying to go PD. I'm gonna cry.
There has been a note left at Remedy, the place that Chester works. The victim from earlier. And apparently he's now in the ICU. So if you could run down to Remedy and see what the note says. I'm assuming Elizabeth is on the move, or
No unit.
yeah, I called you because you were directly involved earlier.
Kinda. Hop on type
I mean,
9 and I'll meet you down there. I gotta go to a call. I gotta go do my job. See you guys in a bit.
I cannot go down there currently. I am in the.
Pod, I'll be back.
Okay.
Can you? What? Sorry, you can't. What? Sorry, I'm surrounded by light.
I cannot go currently because I am with Blaine speaking to Sekhmet still.
I know. I was gonna say, are you able to be in Tech 9 or are you doing a recorded interview?
I'm doing a recorded interview.
So Remedies, the smelly place, right?
Yes, down in Vespucci.
There?
Yes.
I will go down there and I'll see what I can find.
All right. Thank you so much.
Anytime. See you soon.
All right. Continuing.
Where was I? Ah, yes. Would you like me to tell you the story, Detective?
I suppose.
Very well. I've already been charged with this crime. I came back to visit. I was 10 years old. I had just completed my first phase of training. My father, Lucas, opened the door. He never saw the knife. The first slash was across his chest. He was surprised. I counted 99 more. I don't remember when he stopped breathing. My mother came out of the kitchen, saw me covered in blood, and my father down. Ran over to give me a hug to protect me. That's when I used the serrated edge and slashed her throat. You know that sound, Calliope? When a knife gets caught on something in the body.
Fortunately.
I got caught on her windpipe. It was worth it ripping through it, though. she never screamed. I went upstairs. My brother was listening to some music, quite loud. A lovely song. I believe it was by Chicago. I don't remember the exact one. After all, I was young. I stabbed him in the kidney. That's a very slow way to die. But it wasn't quite fast enough for me. So I made sure to puncture both lungs. Through the third and fourth rib. Quick. He choked on his own blood. That was my first assignment.
So you were told to do that.
Correct.
Were there other children like you?
25 at the time.
Does it happen to be these 25 people?
Doesn't matter, Calliope.
Every detail matters, no matter how small or large it seems.
Hmm. I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay, we'll backtrack.
Would you like to know what happened after I left my home? Well, my parents' home.
Right. Tell me about the 2 years after. Before you were caught by the police.
I wasn't caught.
No, you gave yourself up, didn't you?
I did. The one thing they don't tell you about is that when you're young, they don't really punish you in the legal system. I had just gotten my purple eyes. I know you've seen them. Did you know I used to have green? They were quite beautiful, I'm told. I don't remember.
Why'd you turn yourself in?
It was part of the assignment. There was an inmate. Well, a juvie, I should say. You would be surprised how quickly someone vanishes with an accident in the detention system, especially in overworked, underpaid, understaffed. Hmm. That one I know. You don't have anything on.
Hmm. How long were you there?
2 years.
Why only 2?
Good behavior, detective.
I find that hard to believe. Not the good behavior part, just that they would let someone out who killed their entire family.
I was a young child. It was a crime of passion. I felt guilty. I turned myself in.
Hmm.
Abusive household. You'd be surprised what people believed in the 80s, detective, when a young child would cry upon demand. My parents deserved what they got. I would do it again.
Did your brother deserve it?
Yes.
Right. Fast forward a little bit. What made you decide to go back and kill the detective that took you in the first place? I'm sorry, Chief Deputy.
Who says I murdered him?
Found at the dam facing west. 4 lit candles, a drawing of a scale with his heart resting on a scale and an ostrich feather on the other side. 2 feathers, unseen.
And you think that was me?
Well, certainly seems like you.
Hmm. Are you going to try to extradite me, Calliope?
Not currently.
Then you will forgive me if I plead the fifth on that one.
Yes.
I know we're not looking at extradition at this moment, but we are gonna have to inform them that we do have you in custody. If they want to make the trip all the way over here and come talk to you, that's gonna be their prerogative. So
The question is, does that change what happens here?
No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, we're charging you on the crimes you've committed here, not the alleged ones you committed elsewhere.
I see. Rankin was an oath sworn, but not to me.
Interesting. Still saying you didn't kill him?
I will be honest with you, Calliope. He did die by my hand.
I imagine that he was an oath sworn to the person that came and bought you. And, well, if you want to fast forward a bit, Samuel Jensen.
Samuel Jensen?
A cult who would reach out to poor families and offer to buy their children when they turned 5 years old. Sounds awfully a lot like what happened to you.
If you think I killed Amaru, that would be incorrect.
So, from what I'm understanding is, well, you won't hurt your own oath sworn. It doesn't stop others in the family from doing so. Correct?
Depends on the reason. Let's say that your Detective Lane was oath sworn to Anubis. And that's who he made the oath to. It wasn't to me. Because Anubis is under me. Detective Lane is oath sworn to me. Do you want to know why those 26 people had to die, Calliope.
Yes.
They refuse to acknowledge me as the tomb. A tomb. Not a Ra, not an Isis,
Yeah.
not even a Baset. I am a tomb.
Ugh. Apologies. Had a phone call.